Okay? All right. Now, Anna said the first thing we got to do is we got to figure out if the person's in control. Okay? Now, what's the other thing that gets, so you need to know whether you're in control. But what's another critical aspect of whether 304 applies at all? You have to acquire what for what? Property is being used to acquire. You said both items. Property used to acquire stock. If the acquiring company issues its own stock, is that property for purposes of 304? Barrett's over here saying no.
Yes.
Is stock of the acquiring corporation in our little diagram. If acquiring issues its own stock to acquire the target, is that stock that's issued, is it property?
Yes.
Yes. What tells us that? What about 317B? 317B tells us property is what? Everything except stock of that corporation. So the answer is no. Stock issued by the acquiring corporation is not property. Is not property. It can use a truck, it can use cash, it can use a note, it cannot use its own stock. Okay? That's 317 tells you that. 317 gives you the definition of property. Okay?
Does that definition of property also apply for 351 transactions?
It does not, because 317 says, for purposes of this part, and that part is you have to look at the code to be sure, but I think it is 301 and 307 is the part. Property, for purposes of 351, is not defined in the code. It's through cases, revenue rulings, etc. Okay, but for this purpose, property is defined in 317. What is the control standard for a 351? 80% what? A vote or value or both?
Vote
and all other classes.
Vote and 80% of each other class. What about value? Yes or no?
No.
No. Kate says no. No. Professor Decker's going to go over 332 in the next class. And that's the affiliation standard, which will be 80 vote and value. Okay? Just a refresher. Just a refresher. Okay, so we talked about you have to have a person. That person has to be in control of two corporations. They have to acquire stock. It has to be in exchange for property. All right. Now, just to remind you, what are the odds of me asking you a question in the base case that does not qualify as a 304? Zero. Did you say that? You are a genius. Because the chances of that, they're non-existent. So if you think that, what will you do? You will say, I am wrong. And I'm going to write this as if it is a 304, even though I don't think it's a 304. Because it will be a 304. I need you to tell me what's going to happen. Then, I might throw you a curveball. I don't know what it's going to be after that. I could change it up. It might be a 304. It might not be a 304. It might be dividend equivalent. It might not be dividend equivalent. I don't know. But you know the base actually, I do know. But I can't tell you. I can't give you everything. Right? I need you to work a little bit. I want you to be a little interested. I need a little fear so that you will study. Right? And the school will be mad at me. I'm probably already not supposed to tell you this. Okay? But they can't fire me because they don't pay me. I mean, they can say don't teach. They can say, oh, we don't want you anymore. But I'm free, so I don't even think that'll happen. Okay? I get a nice letter. Thank you for your donation of time. They're not going to get rid of me unless you say I'm terrible. Which I don't think you will. I think you want to know that you're going to have this 304 question. Okay?